Hey guys, it's Ria here with today's message from the heart. I've already shuffled, and the card that presented itself today is this one. Again, these are all just images from Mother Earth that I have found when running, all shapes of hearts, and every heart has a message, just a message to help us to become more aligned to our own heart energy, to give us something to focus on in order to bring ourselves in alignment to the energy that we are, which is Creator, which is God, which is love and light. And this little card here symbolizes that perfectly. It's a little shape of a light on the pavement. So the sun made this reflection on the pavement when I was running. And the message of this image, it's actually the card that I put together that represents all of the cards and the reasoning for it, and it's called the third language. These messages speak through the language of love. They are for the human whose goal is to unify the physical experience with the spiritual. It is through these personal experiences that bring forth Christ consciousness and ultimately heaven on earth. We are called to illuminate our true essence, which is love and nothing less than God. And then it says, may you shine with all the light which you are. So this card here was to describe all of these cards, just to describe them all, which is, it's talking about the human experience in itself is to just bring us to who we are, to Creator. Everything, all of these cards are just little messages of who we are to help bring us into alignment. Bring us into alignment with our own heart energy. For it is the heart energy that is the truth of who we are. It is the heart energy that connects us to all realms, all possibilities, all infinite aspects of self, all of us. So it knows everything. It knows the truth. It knows what we need. It knows our desires. And it is through that connection that we produce a reality that is more in alignment, more congruent, more of a true mirror image of what it is that we are. And of course, there's many layers, like many different things that might need to be cleared, focused on, brought to light, that will help us to connect to that energy. Let me just see this again for a second. So it is our goal to unify the physical self with the spiritual self, and to bring forth all of the light that we are to the human existence, all of the light that we are to the earth plane. And when we realize that all is of us, and that all is a reflection of our light and love, that gives us an opportunity and a knowing, just knowing that everything that we see is still based in love and light, even though some things can be challenging. It can be hard to see the love and light, just like all of these cards are help to remove the layers to connect us to ourself. Everything that we see on the outside that may not feel in alignment, or we might not like what we see, it is up to us to bring those things into alignment, to perceive what we see in the outside world through new eyes, help to perceive what we see in the outside through the light that we are. Because when we can bring forth that light in everything in the world, it is connecting us to our light, because it's the very reflection of the connection of the light we are feeling. So for those of you that are more aligned and have a more finely tuned energy field, vibration to the love that you are, you will see automatically the beauty in the world, because it is a reflection of you. You will find the beauty in all. You kind of like, I don't want to say are ignorant, but are sort of ignorant because they aren't in your reality of the falsities of the world, of the so-called evil, negative energy, all the bad stuff. But it's not really bad. Those bad things just need to have their layers removed in order to connect to the truth that it is. Just like our heart, things that we need to accept within ourselves, things that we might think are bad, but then we look a little deeper and we say, oh, that is just helping me expand. It is helping me be a truer version of me. It could be something as simple as finding impatience in yourself. It's not that that's evil. Maybe you have to accept something. Maybe you're impatient with the same thing all the time. Like people that never show up on time. Maybe you're just impatient because you need to be gentler with yourself. Maybe you need to release the concept of time more. Whatever it is, the impatience is just a little sign, a little signal that something is out of alignment. Or maybe you need to just accept, hey, I like what it is that you like, and that's okay. So in the outside world, the more layers we have preventing us from connecting to our true energy and seeing things in the light and goodness and beauty and positivity that it is, the more we will reflect circumstances, situations, people, relationships that point out our unalignment. Like, just like people, relationships is always a good one. And as an individual, connection to self, say you're dealing with super duper stubborn people, obviously there's something within yourself that maybe needs to be dislodged. You get a little stubborn spot and you need to dislodge it, or you might need to just learn more self-acceptance, and when you learn that in yourself, then you can accept it in others, and then the stubborn people disappear, or they just don't bother you anymore. As far as worldly events, it's the mass consciousness energy that you are seeing. You're receiving energies from the mass consciousness, say fighting, saying war. It's just fighting with yourself, fighting with who you are. So when you resolve and bring into harmony your own heart energy and accept it and love it and just acknowledge it and know what it is, nothing's going to seem perfect because we're on an eternal journey. We are on an eternal journey of expansion, of love, light, creation. So obviously all those little things that kind of cause an irritant or a conflict, they're simply to help us acknowledge something, to expand upon, to bring it to light, to even create it. Things could be like coming at you because you need to create something new. But you might be able to release something in order to make space for that creation. Could be just an old thought pattern. Maybe you think things need to be done a certain way. Maybe you think you can never leave your job. Maybe you think you are stuck in a certain field of work or career because that's what you were trained for, and you have this huge clientele built up for you, built up out of years of work, and you think you can never leave that because you have set such a structure. And things could be preventing, those very thoughts and paradigms could be preventing you from maybe making space, even a little bit of space, for a new creation, something within you that wants to be expressed and needs to expand. So within your own job or career, you could start meeting little obstacles, little roadblocks, things that are bothering you, things that are going wrong. Well, those are messages from the universe, which is really one with you, sending to yourself in a way that you can understand, to get your attention that maybe you need to let some of that go. Maybe you just need to walk away from things in order to make room for the new. And that could be anything, just any situation in life, any relationship in life. But usually, like as far as relationships or anything in life, it's not usually, it's always, most of the time, that if you want to change something, you need to see it as it is, but in a new light, with bringing forth positivity and beauty to the situation. It could be anything. Say there's a building or even a plant or a person. It could be anything, and there's something about it that's bugging you, and you want to change it. Even the weather. And you think that could maybe never could be changed, but you are the weather, and you are all the circumstances, and you are all the people are reflections of you. And it's something within yourself that you might not see the beauty and positivity. So if you see something on the outside world and you'd really like to change it, find the beauty in it as is without the change. It could be a relationship maybe that you're struggling with, and if you can find the beauty in that connection, one little thing, say you're at odds all the time. Well, the energy at odds you can look at it as, that is so beautiful how the universe brings me people in my relationship to help me expand. That's just beautiful in itself, to have that thought about that. Or a plant that might be bugging you, and I really want to take down that tree, or that tree's not doing really good. If you can find the beauty in it in the moment through your perception as it is, but finding a new perception about it, then it will change, because it is your perception of how you see things that make them the way they are. And when you can perceive it differently, you are changing it, and you're the creator. The power is always, always yours. You are the power. You are the change, but you really are, because things are as they are because of how you perceive them. And when you perceive them in beauty and light, it changes just in that moment, but it also changes long term, where that thing that used to bother you might end up just leaving your life, just leaving it because you found the beauty in it. You gave it the love. You said, this is all about sending and putting love and light on everything in your outside world. And when you can give it the love and light, it can either stay in your life and be beautiful, or it can then just kind of flicker away into another's reality, or another's perception, shall I say, because reality is only because it is perceived. The reality you are living, the reality that others are living, it's only because they perceive it. And that is just, it's all you. It's all you. And that's a really beautiful thing, no matter how horrifying things might seem, how struggling, how challenging. If you can change your perception in the way that they are now, you change it. You change it in an instant, because it automatically brings a higher vibration when you infuse stuff with love and with light. And it's very, very light. And look, the light on this pavement is just a reflection. It's showing the reflection of your love and light, just like the outside world. And it's light. It's not like something you had to go physically you put hands and hard work. It's illuminating, but yet it's penetratable. It's invisible. It's I don't know exactly the word, but it's like when you can just shed it through your perception, you change it. You change the appearance. You change the vibration in the makeup of the very thing you're looking at by giving it love and light. And in that, you are also connecting to the love and light in yourself, and it's all one, and it all becomes lighter and brighter and a higher vibration. So even though everything stems from the outside, the outside helps you to bring a focal point to whatever it is within you. And you don't even need to always know the answer. You could find something on the outside and say, I don't know how that relates to me. It doesn't really matter, because you're one and the same. And if you can find the love, light, and beauty, or something positive from what is being shown to you in the outside world, or being reflected back to you, if you can find the beauty in that, you automatically are healing yourself. And in healing yourself, you heal the world, because we're all connected through the energy of love. So hopefully you guys got a little something out of this. I just want to read the message one more time, because I think it's really, really beautiful, and it sums up life. It sums up all the cards. It sums up what you see in the outside world. It sums up who you are. So I'll just read it one more time, and more for my benefit than anyone's. And again, it's a third language, and love is the third language. These messages speak through the language of love. They are for the human, whose goal is to unify the physical experience with the spiritual. It is through these personal experiences that bring forth Christ consciousness and ultimately heaven on earth. We are all called to illuminate our true essence, which is love and nothing less than God. May you shine with all the light which you are. So that is the focal point for today. Shine light on everything you see. I challenge you to find everything you see today. Find the light in it. And through that you illuminate your own light and love, and receive more of that in life. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.